What is up, everyone? In this video, we are going to be highlighting some key material that is within our syllabus. I am just briefly going to go through key items that I feel need a little bit more explanation. And so when you open our syllabus, this is what it will look like. It looks pretty lengthy, it looks like a lot, and I know it can be stressful to look at face value, but I promise you it is kind of like a step-by-step process, and this is why I didn't want to overwhelm you too early on while you all enjoyed your summer. And so hopefully this will break it down a little bit and reduce any uncertainties. So if we look up here, here's the course section at the very, very top. It just gives our information, and then here is my course information. I prefer being referred to as Cecilia, so when you do email me or when we do meet via Zoom office hours, you may refer to me as Cecilia. That is my preferred name. Let me know what your preferred name is as well so that we can be comfortable when we are greeting one another and communicating with one another. That's just what I personally feel most comfortable with. I go by Cecilia. And so my email address is right there. I prefer if you email me through the Canvas email. We have no class dates actually, so when you all signed up for this class, there shouldn't have been a specific time because we are an only online class. And this means that we are not synchronous. So this means that we have class kind of like whenever. And so how I've gone about it is every single Monday we are going to have Happy Monday announcements / emails. So in those emails, I'm going to be like, hey everyone, Happy Monday. This is what is due for the week. These are the updates for the week. These are the changes made for the week. And it's just kind of like an update for everything, letting you know that the module is ready to review and it has all the contents for that upcoming week. And so some weeks I might give assignments a few weeks in advance, like the informative and persuasive speech, but it's just letting you know, hey, this content is up, it's out there for you, don't forget to do these specific assignments, and that's all it is. So every single Monday I will be emailing / putting an announcement out there for all of you, just so you can kind of stay up to date with what is going on in the class. Additionally, I do have Zoom office hours, so this class does not, I repeat, it does not meet through Zoom. However, I do have Zoom office hours, so if you are going through the material, if you're having any trouble or any difficulty understanding any of the material, or you would like clarifications on anything, just meet me through our Zoom office hours. I will be sending out a link for the office hours that Thursday, so I will be sending out the link for the office hours at 11. And usually students will kind of come and go as they please. Some students will come at like 12:45, some students will come at 12:30, so whatever you feel most comfortable with, I will be available within that hour. So if you do have questions, comments, or concerns, you can always visit me through Zoom, or if that doesn't work for you and you have specific questions, you can always email me. I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, so just try to give me a little bit of leeway in regards to responding back. Course description, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go through the course description and the course goals and objectives, but just know this is a public speaking class. I know it seems a little bit strange because we are online, but nonetheless, we will be giving presentations throughout this term. They will just be digital presentations, and other students in the class, as we would normally within a classroom environment, are going to have access to your videos. We're going to be doing peer evaluations. We're going to be responding back to our peers, watching other students' presentations. So it is similar in that regard. It's just online, but it is dissimilar in that you're not just kind of put on the spot. You can record your video over and over and over and over again as much as you'd like. However, for the last 3 presentations, the cultural artifact speech, informative speech, and persuasive speech, all of those are non-edited. They're just completely you in front of a camera, just talking for however much time, and that is it. The first presentation you could go through, you could edit, you could do all of that. If you go through the information for the first presentation, you'll see that I'm just like, hey, go up, just give a presentation. I just want to learn about you. That's really what the first presentation is all about. But this is a public speaking class. You will be giving presentations. You will need to be visible for these presentations. And just know that other students in the class will be viewing your videos as well as myself. Moving on, for page 2, we have some course materials. So the required textbook is right here. I also provide a PDF version of our course textbook. If you have any difficulty accessing it, please let me know. I did happen to find this textbook. I believe it was from Academia. So if you do Google search it, it should come up, but it is on our Canvas shell as well. So if you want to download it, it's there for your convenience. You don't have to buy the textbook. It's already available through a PDF. Then we have Canvas. Everybody should hopefully have access to Canvas. If you have trouble accessing Canvas or anything like that, let me know. You do need internet access, and you do need some sort of equipment to record yourself. I don't want you to go out, buy anything new. Use what you have. I know with public speaking or with any classes where you do have to record yourself, it's stressful because, you know, you want to have good quality videos. You want to be visible. You want to be easily heard and seen. Just use the equipment that you do have. We can work with it. We'll make it work, to say the least. Just use what you do have. Use your phone, use your iPad, use your laptop, whatever you have, whatever means you have to record, let me know. And if you don't, make sure that you reach out to me so that we can have that conversation beforehand, okay? So you do need access to the internet and technology. Next, we have college policies, plagiarism policy. Please don't do it. Just don't do it. I run all of everything through different plagiarism websites that allow me to see where information is from. Make sure that you're citing all of your information. Don't reuse any information if you are retaking the class. Just to say the least, I've had this happen time and time again. Don't do it. It's the worst possible thing that you could do within a college environment. Just use your own work. I appreciate anything. It's better to turn in something than nothing that is your own work. So there's that about the plagiarism policy. I feel like y'all have heard this many a times, but it's in there for a reason, because unfortunately it is something that we do see within a college environment, unfortunately. And then we have academic support. If you are in need of any type of services, we do have the Learning Resource Center. A lot of these have gone digital, which is great. So make sure that you check out these links that are available on our syllabus as well. And then moving on, disability services, make sure that you reach out to DSPS and we get that information at the beginning of the term so that we can have everything clarified and there can be appropriate accommodations made. And then dropping and adding the class, I just put this little bit of information in there for you if you're curious of when can I drop with or without a W, which hopefully will not be needed. All right, hopefully you all stay within the class. I'm excited to have you in the class, but just know it is solely the student's responsibility to add or drop the course before or after the deadlines. And I may drop a student by Wednesday this week if there is absolutely no activity. So make sure that you are active online every single week. Then we have course policies. The best method, as mentioned, is emailing me. Give me 24 to 48 hours to email you back, except for holidays and weekends. I do try to respond back as soon as possible, but sometimes workload is very heavy. I am teaching 7 classes throughout this term. I'm teaching here at MSJC, I'm teaching at Cal State San Bernardino, and I'm also teaching at RCC. So I'm having different Zoom office hours and Zoom meetings based off of the different policies for the different schools. So just know I'm not ignoring you. I will respond back to you within 24 to 48 hours. Just give me a little bit of time, okay? And then there's some emailing etiquette. That's just for additional purposes. So if you are having difficulty, like how do I start this email? How do I email my professors? There's that for you as well. Third, we have weekly Happy Monday announcements. So this is very important. This is our means of communication every single week. This is how I will be reaching out to all of you as a group and letting you know, hey, this is what's happening this week. These are changes, these are adjustments. So always read that Happy Monday email. Who knows, there might be some extra credit in there if you're reading everything through. So just make sure that you're reading all of the Happy Monday emails, or else you might get a little bit pushed back in regards to the course related materials. So make sure you're reading those every single week, staying on top of it. Following that, we have Zoom office hours. This just goes through what I just mentioned previously. If you can't meet between this time, or if you'd like to specifically talk about your grade, we can always schedule a different Zoom time to meet if that's what you prefer, or we can talk via email. As long as it is not in regards to grades, we can talk via email. So just let me know, and if it's a question that continues to repetitively come up, I'll let the whole class know if it's something that I'm okay, I'm consistently getting asked this question, this is probably something that I need to clarify. Moving on, makeup work, late assignments. I do not accept any makeup work or any late assignments, and that's just it. Next, we have digital recording. You will be recording yourselves. Class flow. Our class is asynchronous, meaning that we do not have a specific time that we are meeting online every single week. So don't stress out about that. We don't have Zoom sessions that you have to meet every single week. This class was registered as an online class, so it's completely online. Next, we have digital participation and policy. You do need to check in every single week. I need to see you active every single week. And on Canvas, it does show me when students are active, how long they've spent on Canvas. So just make sure that you're interacting with the material, you're watching the videos that we make, you're going over all the information that are inside of the modules. Moving on, this is kind of what students are really like mostly concerned for, like, what are the assignments, Cecilia? Tell me what the assignments are. And I know it looks like a lot, but I promise you it's like for a 17-week course, this makes the most sense for a semester setting, and you'll see that everything is kind of evenly distributed within the schedule. So we do have 4 presentations throughout the term, and they progressively get more and more complex. So as you can see, for our speech number 1, our introductory speech, the speech is only worth 20 points. Literally, all I want you to do is just record yourself, talk about who you are as a person, say, hi, my name is Cecilia, I like dogs, my major is communication, I would like to become a professor one day. Like, just talk about yourself. I want to see you. You should fully be visible. I give all of the description of what I'm looking for within the assignment details, and then you post your video and you respond to 2 different peers' videos. That's it. That's all you got to do for the first presentation. It should hopefully not be high stress. I just want to learn about you, and I'm sure other students want to learn about who else is in their class, and it's a lot of fun. The more that you get to know other students in the class, the more comfortable you're going to feel within that online environment. So that's what speech number 1 is. It's only worth in total 30 points. Speech number 2, we get a little bit more difficult, but it's still all about you. So the first 2 speeches, all about you. So second speech, culture artifact speech, you use objects that kind of identify with your cultural background, and there's more organization within this particular speech. As you could see, there's an outline skeleton, and then there's also 2 peer responses. And so this one in total is worth 60 points. So now it's doubling, right? So the first one is worth 30, the second speech is worth 60. Then we have speech 3 and speech 4. These are the research-based presentations. So first 2 presentations, they're all about you. We're chilling, just talk about yourself. You know you better than anybody else. The last 2 presentations are more so focused on outlining, APA formatting, research, talking with other students about different topic selections, and that's what speech 3 and speech 4 are all about. It looks, believe me, when I was putting it together, I'm like, it does look like a lot, but these are very brief assignments. These assignments should not take a lot. Like the informative topic selections, that might take like 15 to 20 minutes to do. Voting for peoples, that might take like 10 minutes to do. So a lot of these they really don't take a lot of time aside from the speech and the outlining. You will be going through and doing rough draft workshops with other students, and those are all going to be through discussion board posts. Don't stress too much about those. This is just to kind of show me like, hey, I've been working on my outline. This is some of the research that I've done. And then other peers are going to also review your outline to give you some constructive feedback so that you can get a better grade, hopefully, on your outline as well as your presentation. So everything is a process. It's not just, figure out how to do APA, figure out how to do an outline. No, everything is a process. We're building up towards the more difficult tasks in the class, all right? And then last, we have speech number 4. It's very similar to speech number 3, but it is worth more points. It has very similar steps in regards to like topic selections and voting and doing the video presentations and outlines. And so again, it's a step-by-step process. You need to do one in order to do the other, So there's that. And then at the very, very bottom here, with the little 3 of them, there's the syllabus/plagiarism quiz. Like, it barely touches on plagiarism, but it's syllabus plagiarism quiz. It's only worth 10 points. This is just like a check-in assignment to let me know, hey, I am logging on to Canvas. I did get everything, Cecilia. So make sure that you submit this assignment by Wednesday. This is when it's due. Any students that are not active on Canvas by Wednesday will be dropped. So make sure that you submit the syllabus quiz by Wednesday. You have 2 opportunities to take this quiz along with any other quiz that is distributed throughout the term. So it's not just a one and you're done. You can go back, you could fix your mistakes and then get the 10 out of 10 points. So you'll notice that this class is not heavy on quizzes or exams. It's mostly centered on application of what we learned throughout the term in presentations. All right, so that's really what this class, or what I want to focus on in this class, is just the presentation portion and demonstrating your competency of the course related materials through practice and through preparation and through demonstrating it. So following that, we have the mini activities assignments. These are really brief assignments. Again, these ones do not take a lot of time. What really takes a lot of time for this course is the outlining and the preparing for the presentations. The mini activities, the assignments, if you're going through and you're going through the modules, you're reading the textbook, you're doing everything that you should be doing for the class, the mini activities and assignments should be a breeze. Some of them are worth more points and some of them might take a little bit more time, but most of them will literally take you like 15-20 minutes to do. Lastly, we have chapter quizzes. There are 6 quizzes distributed throughout the term. There's not a quiz every single week. It's kind of like every other week, every few weeks. And there's 6 quizzes. Your lowest quiz will be dropped, right? So if you miss a quiz, if something happens and you're unable to take a quiz, or you get a very low score on a quiz, just know at the end of the term, one of your lowest quiz scores will be dropped. So the quizzes are out of 100 points. This is separated though from the syllabus quiz. Like if you miss the syllabus quiz, you miss the syllabus quiz, and more than likely you're going to be dropped. All right, so this entire class is out of 700 points. 700 points, and then if you go down here, it kind of gives you the grading scale. So at the end of the term, you're going to want to look at how many points you've earned and the grade that you will receive. So going to the graded course components, this is literally what I just talked about. So I do advise that you go through all of these, all right? It's basically what I just went over. Something that I would like to briefly mention is for the quizzes. They are 20-minute quizzes. You do get 2 attempts for each quiz, and the highest quiz grade will be recorded. So if you do better on your first quiz than the second one, the first one will be recorded for that week. All right, so just make sure that you're doing your quizzes. I do not provide any type of makeups for anything, and that's including quizzes. If you miss the quiz, you get a 0 on the quiz, okay? So there's that. And then we have peer evaluations, so those all are interrelated. There's all of that, okay. Then we have the mini assignments. I talked about the mini assignments. This is kind of like a breakdown for you if you're like one of those people who really, really like to plan like myself. This is just a breakdown to kind of tell you what those mini assignments are, because I already have them planned and I already know what I'm going to do for each one. But that's kind of a breakdown of what we're going to be doing and like how many points each one is going to be worth. So there's that. And that is it. That's it. Oh my goodness, that is it. So if you have any questions or concerns about the syllabus, just let me know. I know I kind of went over it quickly. I feel like I was speaking a little bit quickly as well, just because usually on syllabus day, people are like, nah. But hopefully this information was helpful. If you're concerned about anything, if you're concerned about this class, if you're nervous about this class, let me know. Let me let you know that is completely normal. I took this class not even that long ago, maybe like 7-8 years ago when I was a student at RCC. I absolutely hated public speaking, so if you hate public speaking, I totally feel you, okay? But we are going to learn and we are going to grow together. Just know that having anxiety, having nervousness, taking this class, it is completely normal. We are going to have such a blast this term. I'm very excited to get to know all of you. Just know that I'm here for you. Regardless of anything, like let me know, reach out to me if you're concerned about anything for this class, and I'm so excited to like get to know all of you, especially for that first presentation. So if anything, email me, talk to me, let me know what's going on, let me know what you're thinking, and we will squash any of that uncertainty, okay? So questions, comments, concerns, email me, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, have a good night, have a good day, bye-bye.